What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at the fifth wheel and we're going to do an interesting addition, modification, I'm not sure really what you want to call it, but it's going to be something that essentially gives me a little bit more peace of mind. And if you watch my videos, peace of mind can be an important thing. So you guys probably saw the video I did a while back where we essentially put a lighter tire. We upgraded the tire back here from a Goodyear tire to a Continental tire, which weighed about 10 pounds less. But then we also upgraded to an aluminum wheel, which you can't really see, but it's definitely an aluminum wheel. And that aluminum wheel weighs significantly less than the wheel that was on here. We were able to reduce, I believe, about 30 pounds from the spare tire assembly simply by doing those two little changes. Well, one of the things that I had heard in the comments section from a lot of folks is that the cable that actually winches this tire down or up can sometimes break. And that was really the reason why we did the change that we did. But I'm still a bit concerned about that little tiny cable, and I just want to make sure that we are doing things the safest possible way and that we are taking precautions that can help us prevent this thing from falling loose. So I'm going to be installing something here today that I think will definitely add some peace of mind whenever we are towing the trailer down the highway. That upgrade is this little 1-inch ratchet strap. So this strap is supposedly rated at a brake strength of about 900 pounds and a working load at about 350 pounds. So what I'm going to do is actually secure the tire additionally in place with this. I'm going to wrap it around the actual angle iron you see here, go all the way around the tire and just ratchet it into place. Just in the event that I hit some really heavy bumps and things like that, I have a fail-safe, a backup, and redundancy, and that's all I'm looking for. This is just going to give me some peace of mind and redundancy, knowing that if that cable were to come under excessive load, and it's rated at like 150 pounds, and I believe this tire assembly is about 95 pounds, but again, because it's towards the back, you can see the leverage that can be in play here, and I just want to secure it as best I can. So I'm going to use this, wrap it around the assembly right here. I have a little bit of space above it, ratchet it down pretty tight, and see how that works for me. And this is such a simple upgrade that I think most people can do it themselves. You know, you just pick these up at pretty much any auto parts store or on Amazon. They're really inexpensive. And again, it's just going to give me some redundancy in the event that one piece fails, right? If the cable fails, or even if the strap fails, this is going to take some of the load off of that cable, which is what's most important to me. And it's a relatively compact ratchet strap. The entire assembly is only about 3.5 inches long. So we'll see how it works. I'm going to crawl under here now and try to get it secured around the assembly. I can start back here. Now, one of the nice things here is because this angle iron extends all the way to the end, I can start right here and just kind of slide it over the tire assembly and then pull it down on the other side. So this should be really easy. Want to make sure that it doesn't dig into the tire either, so I'm probably going to put something right here underneath just to prevent it from digging into the tire. Okay, so the only sharp edge is right here, and it's not really sharp, but you can see it's an edge. This side right here is relatively flat, and there's really no chance of it digging in. So I got this little strap. I'm going to put this strap around this area right here, so whenever I ratchet it down, any ability for it to kind of dig in is going to go into that strap right there. So that's actually pretty tight already. It's pretty tight around here. Yeah, I don't need to get much tighter than that, maybe. All right, so yeah, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. You know what, I may shift the assembly over just a hair Looks like I have a bit more flexibility here where I can move it. Let's move it like right to here. I want to be as close to centered as possible. There we go, right about there. Alright. Yeah, that's definitely adding some support there, and it's not sliding anywhere. I mean, it's kind of pushed into the rubber right here, and that thing doesn't move at all, so I don't think we have any problem with that moving. I'm going to tie this off around here a couple times. There we go. Again, all that's doing is it's kind of bracing the tire assembly to this top angle iron, and it prevents that cable from bearing the entire load. So now we're in a situation that if the cable were to break, and it really shouldn't break at this point because I'm taking some of the load off of it and I'm transferring it to this assembly right here, but now everything's balanced really well on the two angle irons that hold the assembly in place. And I guess the only failure point here potentially would be where it's welded to the bottom of the I-beam frame, but I don't think I'll have any issue with that. So very pleased with this. Very simple install. These are some of the things that you can easily just do yourself, right? You don't have to go out and pay a lot of money. I mean, this strap I think cost me $12, and I got two of them for $12, I believe. So I could even put a second strap on here and have a little bit more assurance. But the way I have it set up right now, I don't think that, you know, I have any issue. I've definitely mitigated a little bit of the potential issue I would have, you know, had that cable, you know, been required to bear the entire load of the tire assembly. And, you know, this is just really, really simple. I know you guys, again, you can pick these up from pretty much any automotive store. They usually come in a pack of 2 or 4. And oftentimes they're a lot larger, though. I wanted something a little bit more compact simply because it's going to be under here, and I didn't want to have something super bulky under here. But I think this is going to work out well. I'll put a link in the description if this is something you just want to buy on Amazon and support the channel a little bit. But if not, you know what? You can get them just about anywhere. And if you have this type of system in place that's held up with a cable, it might be an upgrade you want to consider, considering it only takes about 5 minutes to do the entire thing. And something else I told you guys I would do, I'd put a ratchet strap around this tank just to keep it from moving. It hooks onto one of the rungs right up here, which you can probably see if I can get the right angle. You can kind of see it right there. And once it's around there, gravity kind of holds it in place. I have a bungee cord up here, bungee cord right here, and then I have a ratchet strap right here, which just pulls it tight up against the back of the ladder and keeps it from moving. Actually, I probably need to move the strap below that rung right there. That way it doesn't ever slide. But I mean, this thing is firmly attached to the back, and I don't think it's going anywhere. But yeah, that is so we can essentially just carry this with us anytime we go camping. And if we go boondocking or decide to stay somewhere overnight, we need to drain the gray tank in here. Probably won't do the black tank as often. We don't really fill that thing up to the top anyways, and we usually have time to empty that out at a dump station when we leave. But this is mainly for your gray tank. I wonder if that's why it's the color gray. I don't know. But anyways, this thing is really cool, so it gives us the ability to extend any type of boondocking scenario where we have water but we don't have the ability to drain the tank. So very, very cool. And a lot of places you might go have water and power, just not actual sewage. So this is a really cool little addition. Ratchet strap definitely adds a margin of safety to keep this thing from coming off the ladder. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.